Hi, welcome back or welcome to my channel if you're new. My name is Laura. Hi, hello, welcome. Today we are going to do a palette bingo. I have the stack of palettes in front of me. And these are all the palettes from my rotating palette series. If you have not seen that, I would recommend checking it out up there. Obviously, I'm going to tell you about the palettes, so you don't have to go check it out. But I have the 4 palettes that we chose. We did pick, or I picked this past rotation of palettes, and then I do have my Subculture palette in front of me. So I figured these have a lot of shimmers in it, and if I need something to just ground the look, I'll just dip into that guy. So there is that. So I'm just going to start with the first palette that's on top. This is my Kaleidos Futurism 1, the Sci-Fi Green. I'm so sad. This was a I'm so sad they discontinued this palette. But this is the beauty right there. Very minimal use in it, but it's one of my all-time favorite palettes. So just kind of dumb that I do this to myself where I'm like, if I love something too much, I just don't reach for it, because that makes sense. So there is 6 shadows in here. I'm going to do 1 to 6. If I roll more than 1 black eyeshadow, we're not doing that. So that is my one caveat. So I have numbers 1 through 6 in here, and then number 4. That's a good shade. I think that's just a matte, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. All right. So number 4 is 1, 2, 3, 4. It's this shadow here called Smog. Beautiful olive green kind of tone. Everything that I want to wear right now this time of year is like this kind of shadow. So we are going to use that as one of my first shades. So that's exciting. Then I have the Saharan. Again, it's just what's on top of my stack. And this has 12 eyeshadows in it. So I am going to do random 1 through 12. And I'm going to clear my history. So there's no way that I get the same shade. Number 3. Ooh, that does not go. That is this guy here. That is Barolo. Not a color I would necessarily pair with the olive tone, but when we're dealt a hand of cards, we will make do, right? All right, then next on top, I have my Bare Necessities palette, and I don't know how many eyeshadows are in here. 30. Okay. Thank goodness that the numbers are usually on the back of these palettes. So yeah, let me just show you, I guess, first. I'm going to start with 1 over this way and go this direction kind of thing. So I cleared my history. I have 1 through 30. I have 1 through 30 in here. Oh my gosh, I'm like struggle bussing right now. Shade number 14. So we have 6, 12, 13, 14. I actually really love this shade. This is All For You. I don't know if you saw that. And it's just like a dusty kind of mauve, which is good because that'll go really well with the shimmer shade that we pulled. So there's that. And then the last palette I have is this guy. This is my Profusion Chocolates palette, and this has 21 shades in it. Haley gifted this to me. I say it every single time because I feel like it needs to be mentioned. Haley sent this my way. Thank you, Haley. So I have 1 through 21 in my app now. And we're going with shade number 9. What is it? 7 across? 2, 4, 6. Wait, 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right. Shade number 9 is this shade here, Conquer. All right, the green does not go. That green does not go at all, but this will be fine. What in the world am I going to do with that green? Do I want to pick one more eyeshadow to use? I think I do. I think I want to pick a 4th. I actually am going to randomly select the number for the palette that we're going to pick a shadow from. So we're just going to go like, this is palette 1, this is palette 2, Bare Necessities is palette 3, and then palette 4 is Chocolates. So I'm going to clear the history again. I'm just like really making sure that everything has a fair chance. Number 2, ooh, Saharan. All right, so that had 12 shadows in it. Shadows, again, cleared the history. Number 2. I'm excited. I'm excited about this color. This is Waterweight. That's my favorite shade. I know exactly what slot it's in. There's a decent dip. Maybe I can hit pan in it in this video. Probably not, but maybe. Ooh. I don't normally do this, but maybe I want to do like a two-tone eye look. I think that's what I'm going to do today. I'm going to do two-tone eye look. I have 2 like relatively distinct color stories, and then yeah, I'm excited. That's exciting. I'm pumped now. I'm really pumped. So I'm not going to dilly-dally. I'm just going to start by priming my eyes. I'm just trying to finish this eye base off. This is the P. Louise like jumbo one in the shade Rumour 2, I want to say. Yeah, that's in Rumour 2. I'm just trying to finish her off. So I'm going to start with this eye first, which is not the normal eye I normally start with. But I want to do the greens on this eye. So there's that. So the first thing I'm going to pick up is All For You, which is in my Bare Necessities palette. It's a very, like, these Bare Necessities shadows are pretty powdery, if I can say so myself. But which eye were we going to do? This one, right? Trying to pick up the rest of the, like, the extra powder that the shadow fluffed. This is such a pretty transition shade. All right, and I've been into like super easy eye looks lately, like putting the matte almost all over the lid and just blending it up and then putting my shimmer over it. It's been super nice, quick, easy in the mornings when I don't really want to think about what I'm putting on my lids. I kind of stemmed that from when I was using my Subculture with my Natasha Denona Gold palette. They paired really beautifully that way. So I would just put one of the matte shadows all over the lid and then do a topper shadow on top of it. And it was so gorgeous. And I've kind of just been continuing that trend on. And I really like it. So we have that on. I am just going to jump to the other eye because I don't want this base to set down too much, and I'm trying to find a brush that I want to use, like something similar. Is that the same brush? Yes. Cool, we have 2 of the same brushes, so I'm going to use the same brush but on this eye, and instead of the mauve kind of tone, we're going to go in with the Kaleidos Futurism 1, the sci-fi green, and we're going in with the shade that I rolled, which is Smog, which is this guy there. And I'm going to do essentially the same exact thing with it. Just kind of, I'm just starting with it all over the lid because I know that that's what I want to do now. All right, super easy. I feel like I need to build this side up a little bit more to match the impactfulness of the green side. So I am going back into All For You from my Bare Necessities. And I am just going to grab it and kind of just scribble it onto my eye. When I say scribble, I just mean blend. I'm just going to blend it onto my eye. Just to kind of match that depth. Like even just that, like another layer of it, I feel like, at least in person, has made that much more the same kind of shadow tone on each other. So the nice thing is both shimmers that we're going to use or center our look around come from this palette. So we have Baroro and Waterweight, and I'm just going to use the same brush and then just flip it back and forth to like pick whatever shade I'm going to do. So I am going to go with Baroro first, which is the red, like pinky kind of tone. The only complaint that I have with the Juvia's Place palettes is I wish so much that they had mirrors in them. It's totally not a necessity for me for them, but I would just like it a little bit more. It would feel more user-friendly. Honestly, like, it's as simple as that. I'm just going to put that on the lid and buff out with the brush that we initially put All For You on. Now, since it's the same exact brush, I want to be careful because I could grab the wrong brush at any moment. So there is that. And then I'm just going to take a little bit more of Baroro and then just tap it on again just to make sure it didn't blend away and that we have the impactfulness on the lower mobile part of the lid. So there is that. Then I'm going to just make sure, just going to wipe it on my pants because I'm a scumbag, but I'm going to take Waterweight now with the same brush. I'm just going to flip my brush over and pick Waterweight up, and then, oh my goodness, that goes so well with Smog. Oh, yes. Yeah. Heck yeah. That is so pretty. Okay. Then we're going to do the same thing. I'm picking the brush that blended out Smog, and then I'm going to pick up a smidge more of Waterweight and do the same exact thing. Just tuck it back on the very mobile part of the lid. And there is that. I mean, Tale of Two Cities, right? I'm going to pick up Smog and I'm going to put it on this lower lash line so that the colors kind of complement a little bit. I kind of want this to be like extra grungy on the lower lash line because it's a two-tone look, so it's already kind of like in and of itself inherently grungy. So we're just going to really lean into it and just really buff out the lower lash line with that. Then I'm going to do the same exact thing, but with the opposite brush with Bare Necessities All For You. Man, this color is just like much lighter than I feel like it looks in the pan. Or maybe on camera it does look as light as it is, but I just imagine it would be a little bit more deep than what it is. So to me, I'm like, I need to blend it up so much. I feel like that's pretty similar. I was about to like use the same brush and like tap into the other side, but they are two wildly different colors, aren't they? I am going to take the shimmer shadows and I'm going to try to get as close to the lower lash line that I can. So I am going to go in with Waterweight first. Let's try to get that as close as humanly possible to that lower lash. And then I'm going to go in with Baroro and do the same thing on the opposite eye, trying to get as close to this lash line. Oh, and getting eyeshadow in my eyeball. Oh. All right, now that we have that, this is the green brush. I'm just going to blend this. And then the mauve brush and take care of that. And then we had one more shadow to use. It was that champagne-y kind of shadow. And you guessed it. If you hadn't guessed it, I'm sure you were thinking it. It's going on the inner corner and the brow bone. So we had Conquest. That was this guy here. I'm hoping it'll tie in both looks together a little bit more. Like, of course, I would, if I had a brighter one, it would look a lot better, but we're working with what we got. And then I need something a little bit fluffier for the brow bone. It's fine. All right, I am going to go throw some mascara, liner, that kind of thing on, and I will be right back. So that is the finished look, doing a palette bingo using my rotating palettes for the month of November. I'm super happy, not necessarily with the fact that it's a two-tone look. This is very much out of my comfort zone. I do not do eye looks like this ever, but I am really liking like the color combinations of like, even if I just did this kind of eye look for like work, I would be fine. Even if I just did this kind of eye look for work, I would be fine. So, ooh, I just got gold all over my face. So there's that. But thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know if there's any looks or videos or anything like that you'd like to see using these palettes. I know you guys are very, very supportive and very, very helpful when it comes to thinking of content to create and thinking of things that you want to watch, because you are you. I am not you. So there is that. But thank you again. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys are staying healthy, sane, and safe, and I will catch you in my next video. Bye.